With an impossibly thin proprietary coating, XS maximizes string life, repels corrosive elements, and projects a rich, lasting tone. XS, the coated string that safeguards your sound.
This is one we all know you for, and it's been on hundreds, if not thousands, of sessions. And give us a little backstory on this thing.
Well, man, I bought this thing. I probably give different dates on when I bought this thing. 83, 84.
Yeah,
well, you said 82.
Yeah, right.
My time, frames are off.
Yeah.
But I think it was 83.
When you were playing with Don Kelly,
yeah,
right?
Don Kelly and I went to Hughley's Music out in when it was there in East Nashville.
Yeah.
And we bought two Telecasters hanging on the wall. He bought this one, and I bought another like a white one. And we went out to the gigs to play, and we were playing together at the Stagecoach Lounge. And I said, "Hey, man, could I play that one?" Which was this one.
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, man, go ahead." He goes, because he like trades them in every 2 weeks or
Yeah,
so.
right.
He didn't care.
Yeah.
Because I said, I think I like this one. Take that one. I'll take this one. That's where I got it. So it was like, I don't know, $300 or something hanging on the wall.
Right. And what year is this guitar?
This is actually 67. In late winter, this was birthed by a Fender, and I always called it a 68. When they took it apart, it said November 67 on it. So it probably went out to the the stores or whatever on the next year, but 67.
Well, with those days are gone of buying a 67 Tele for $300. If anybody's got a 67 Tele you want to sell me for $300.
Can't even add a zero to it. It's still a good bargain, right?
Yeah, no kidding. God, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's what it was. And of course, it has been modified a few times.
Yeah,
since I bought it.
Tell a little bit about
Joe Glazer. Way back, there was a guitar player from Virginia. His name was Sid Hudson.
I remember him.
He had a three pickup system, or he had 3 pickups.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was a cool thing.
Right.
And I really thought it was the best thing for me practically, because I couldn't afford more than one guitar at the time. It was like I wanted a Les Paul and a 335 or a Strat and a Tele, but I had to trade one in to get the other. I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to make one do it all.
Right.
Hopefully, and that's how this came about. I put the baby humbucking in the.
Yeah, is that out of a Les Paul's?
Yeah,
out of like a deluxe, I guess.
And the Seymour Duncan stack, vintage stack here. And the hot stack here is Seymour.
Okay.
And he put them. We've switched this one out a couple times. I had the 5.2 in there, and now it's the vintage stack, which has stayed in there, permanently fixture.
Yeah.
Volume controls this. That's basically, it's still a 3-way.
So 3-way, and the middle is the volume.
Just the volume for the middle hot stack.
Yeah, that's great. So you can do you find yourself like kind of feathering it in a little bit with the other ones?
Yeah, basically that's what I do with it. Rather than full on, it's close to a Strat sound, but it's not quite there. So I found it more effective just to use it as a kind of EQ, thing. So I just kind of bleed it in to where it just kind of takes out the offensive high end stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's like, it just kind of rolls. Now that's, sort of a Strat out of phase. It's close, but it's a little hollow, I think.
Yeah, but I love the way you use it.
This pickup has lost a little of its oomph over the years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess they do that, yeah.
But it didn't bother me. It just kind of, it just gave it another dimension as far as the tonality goes. When I start to roll it in, it helps.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I love the
I
way
don't use it full on that much.
that tone.
Since I got about 5 Strats now.
Oh
you know.
yeah. All right.
I can
right.
afford at least a few of them.
Yeah. That tone of that in between, you just put a little bit with your bridge. It's such a kill. That's kind of
it's the Joe Glazer wiring thing, you know. So.
And speaking of Joe Glazer, you did the B bender as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the old style B bender, which is it goes through the body, you know, it comes through the back.
Oh,
here and
right.
Fish through that. The newer ones are much more easier to work with. They just kind of wrap around the saddle,
right?
You
Which
know, and just hook in.
Works perfectly into your new signature. Oh, it's so great.
It's just like these are always like it looks like you have some kind of neurological disease. And when you're sitting on a chair, it really it's like you're going. You got to really like size your strap down,
right?
So you can just do a little quick. Because I've got it set pretty stiff.
Sure.
Because I mean, I know there's guys that have really playful, you know, but you have to stand like a statue or it'll go.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So I got mine set up pretty stiff, so it looks a little, you know, got to muscle it a little bit.
Sure.